Good morning, Newville. I think I should start an opera. I think I should be an operist, an operatic singer, because I think I deserve it, and I think I'm talented, and I think I have the voice. Whitney Houston better watch out. I don't know what she's doing anymore, but she better watch out. Welcome to Good Morning New Hill City. This is where we chat with all of the latest and greatest and coolest and newest and oldest members of New Hill City, and we see what's going on in their lives and see how cool they are or not cool they are. We'll see what happens in the case of this guest. Announcements. Hey folks, I'm back in the RP game. I have started a brand new RP called Synth City. It is about it's basically Cyberpunk 2077 to RP. And there are 5 districts based on your social class, and you can also choose what amount of synthetic level you are. And there's a lot of synthetic racism, or we need to come up with a word for whatever like robot racism is, but like basically that. There's a lot of stuff about like, how human do you want to look? It's a whole thing. It's very, very fun. You'll enjoy it. So come join us, and we'll see what happens. This should be fun. I'm if the RP isn't as successful as it should be, the bomb will drop on it in a year later. So you get to decide whether or not the RP stays around. Also, we have a new RP from Max. Max just hit their 3 cap with a new RP called Reincarnation Hall about gods and goddesses, which is really cool, and also a runaway hit, doing great things. So congrats to Max. Anything else happening? I think that's it. I think that's all. That's all in here. For show. What's the weather? It's on the above ground, on the overworld. It's snowing, and I don't appreciate that. I don't like snow. I don't like it, and I don't know why folks like it. It's so weird, and also like as an adult, y'all can't play in it. So what are you doing? Like I really don't understand the enjoyment of snow. Don't like that. But down here in hell, it feels good. It feels good down here. Hell feels good in a place like this. Here's a rich thing I bought. I've been buying a bunch of rich things lately, and I'm so excited about it. I bought some brand new shoes. I don't know if they're so much rich, but they're called Hoka's, Hoka, and they are really nice. They're like almost platform runner shoes. It feels like you're walking on air. The problem is I got a size too small, so I'm going to go to the store. I can't believe I'm going to the store. It's disgusting. I would never do this. But I'm going to the store to return them. So that's a thing that we're going to do. And yeah, that's the thing. Oh, yeah, so I also bought, I'm trying a new skincare called Il Maquillage. I can't spell that, but Il Maquillage, it's like a medium price point. The pieces are like $70, and it's good. I got it on Instagram, of course, because Instagram marketing works on me. And so I got their face cream, which is good. It's not face cream, sorry, moisturizer. Nope. Exfoliator. And then I got their wrinkle filler. It's called wrinkle filler, which I don't really need because I get Botox, but wrinkle filler is it's good. It's good products. I'm not super impressed with the exfoliator, although like exfoliators are just kind of whatever. It's easy to make one, but I really like the JLo Beauty exfoliator. So I don't, it just feels very. I don't know. I'm really obsessed with the olive oil that JLo uses in her exfoliation. And I just got a new cologne. We've been talking about colognes lately. I just got the John Varvatos Vintage, and I am obsessed with it. It is so sexy. It is such a sexy scent, and I can't even stand it. It's so good. I love it so much. And the bottle's very sexy. It's very sexy. All sexy. But I'm going to try some new colognes called Henry Rose, which is Michelle Pfeiffer's, famous actress Michelle Pfeiffer's fragrance brand, and I've been loving her commercials, and I stand Michelle Pfeiffer, love her. Damn, I've loved her since Scarface, so I'm so into this. The scents are all unisex, which I love. Definitely a high. Actually, the bottles are it's usually the size of the bottles compared to the price is a little interesting. It's like 120 for a kind of small little thing, but you know, maybe the ingredients are very 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 good. I don't know. What I think that's it. That's all the rich things I bought. Oh, I bought a new product called Mando, but Mando's not really that expensive. It's not really rich, but Mando's this new deodorant brand that is a cream deodorant that has no aluminums, and I'm trying not to use aluminums anymore because I recently found out that I get lumps on my armpit when I use aluminum deodorant. So that's gross. Don't want that. No cancer for me, please. What's the best thing on the internet? What is the best thing on the internet? I don't really know. I listen to Beyonce's new songs. They're cool. I'm not into country, but I'm into it. Oh, I did like this though. I did like this though. Someone tried to call Beyonce. Um, they try to like have her song get played on a country station, um, and they basically were like, "We don't play Beyonce." And I think they didn't know that she had a country song out. This is their excuse, was that they're like, oh, we don't. They didn't know that Beyonce had a country song out, and they were like, okay, no, sorry, we didn't mean to. But I think they knew that they were being racist, and so the company was just like, let's backpedal on this. So recently, another company or another radio station played the song and basically said, they're like, I like the song. It feels like it has a lot of country elements, but there's like the sounds are good and like the strings are good and the music is country, but there's something that's not country about it. And everyone online is like, is it because a black woman is singing it? It was so uncomfortable. It's just really funny like that, how much people are like attuned to like a white voice singing country, and even like a white man. Like it's like people are even weird about like Casey Musgraves, who is like, she's like by all accounts like, you know, a lily white country singer, but she's singing about like gay people, like in a good way. We like Casey Musgraves. She's great. Anyway, that's our pop culture segment. Bitch, I'm hungry. I'm always eating on the podcast, and today is different because I don't have any food in the house. I have my chef. I sent him away for the long weekend to go, I guess, visit his family, or whatever the fuck he does. I don't know what my help does, and so he isn't cooking for me, and I'm sad about that. I have to like order food and stuff. It's very like, I feel very poor doing it. It's very weird. I don't know how you people do it. Anyway, but I did have a. I went to a corner store for the first time in a very long time, and I bought one of those Galaxy bars. This is really for Americans, and not even for Americans. It's like for Americans who live in the, I don't know, in the East Coast. But it's these brownies, quote unquote, brownie in quotes, and it has these little candies on top, and it's like $1, and they taste as synthetic as you possibly. I've never tasted a brownie that tastes like that. It couldn't be more synthetic. But I was just like in a bind. I needed something to eat, and I just bought that. And then I took a bite, and I instantly regretted it. I was like, this is not good. Not good. Not good. It's very bland. All that plastic. Um, Game corner. I am probably going to finish up a few games this weekend in my stream schedule. I think I'm almost done with Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberties DLC, and hopefully finishing up that tonight, and then hopefully finishing up Tekken 8 because the story mode is like 2 hours. So I want to get rid of those, get them out of the door, and then today I'm going to be streaming The Last of Us Remastered, Part 2 Remastered, excuse me. And then tomorrow I think Persona 3 is what I'm doing. So I'm hopefully going to get that out the door. Let's see what else. What else is there? That's it. And anime weave corner. I promise I'm going to do more Fires of Taco Club stuff, but I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it right now. Human corner. I don't give a fuck what humans are doing. Let's get to our. Let's get to our guest now. I don't. The credits on this guest are insane. 4-time in a row winner of Best Digital Art Piece. Let's start there. Went 4 years in a row winning Best Digital Art Piece. Okay, fine, whatever. Um, is now a three-time winner in a row, consecutively, of most inspirational member. That's already just seven. What's the math on that? I can't do math. I think that's seven Hellies. Okay. Um, like has been here since the beginning. Um, had a really fun controversy at the beginning where he tied with someone for best when back when we had best art piece, if you remember that. Best art piece. There's no digital or traditional, just art. And and he, he tied his piece tied with someone else, and it found out that the person, the Hellion whose piece was tied with, was actually traced and completely made up, and so this person got it by default. So there's that. There was so much, and now this Hellion is the third most winningest. I hate that word. Winningest Hellion of all time. There's me. There's Dio, and then there's this guest. And that guest name is Consistently Depressed.
Hey, bitch.
Woo! Hey, slut. Did you like your
Hey,
intro?
whore.
Do you like your intro?
Yes. My God, you talk me up a whole lot.
Yeah, you better
I'm,
deliver.
I'm gonna try and fill those shoes.
You better deliver. How are you, CD?
I'm doing well. I have my coffee here. I have a cat on my lap. I've had my acetaminophen, so I'm doing pretty good.
Work. How does it like when you first of all? This isn't even my questions, but how do you feel hearing all of your credits said aloud?
It's weird. Like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that my imposter syndrome is still as bad as it used to be because like I know who I am. I know I've done some cool shit,
You have
but
done.
it's still weird to be like that high on any kind of a
Yes,
like a record board because
everyone
it's like
really likes you.
when did that happen? I don't remember trying that hard.
Everyone likes you.
Jesus,
Um,
why? Why?
um, this is your third time interview questions. You skipped season three, which is fine. It didn't win a Helly, so that's I guess you know what, you're the reason why it didn't win a Helly because you skipped it. That's why. God damn it.
I didn't have enough to talk about yet, dear. I
Yeah.
had to build up my stash.
Well, you're the reason I lost a Helly to fucking not
Oh,
winning.
I'm so
God damn
sorry.
it. Um, what is your favorite part about New Hell City?
Ooh, these days? I mean, these days it's I don't know if I have like one specific thing because I've kind of been a little bit more spread out in the server. These days I've really been enjoying all of the stuff that we talk about in materialistic mall and food porn.
Yes.
That's where I've been most of the time.
Yes. Can we take a moment to appreciate Iceman's dishes? They're so good.
Oh my god, he is
That's
crazy.
so good. And he's a
He is on
child.
fire.
He's like 18. He's gonna be. I'm texting him. I keep DMing him, being like, "You need to work in a restaurant. I mean, you're gonna hate it, and it's gonna make you want to die. But you need to work towards getting your own restaurant." Anyway,
Yeah, I
um,
love I love seeing the stuff that he creates. It's
so
always
good.
it's always so enjoyable for me because I like
I love it
that sort of
too.
thing.
I love it too. What is your favorite channel? I mean, you kind of already said, but what is your? If you have definitive, what is your favorite channel right now this year?
Food porn
There it
because it
is.
gives me inspiration.
There it is. Easy. What's the biggest difference between you now versus the you that joined New Hell City back in 2018? Was it 2018, 2019? Oh,
Oh
2019.
Lord,
2019. That's right.
Jesus.
June 30th, 2019. Oh my God.
Well, I can drive now.
That's wild. That's so wild to me.
I can drive now. I'm living on my own now. I've had like 3 different jobs since then. I graduated college since then. Living in a different state since then. Have cats now. Um, changed my legal name now.
Love it.
Uh, have quite a few more original characters that I can draw now. Lost a few friends, gained a few friends.
Sorry
So
about
it's
that. I killed them. I didn't mean to. I really
damn
shouldn't
it!
have.
You need to stop
Sorry.
doing this. Do you know how
Sorry.
hard it is?
Sorry. I just keep pressing buttons and they launch missiles. I don't know what to tell you.
Girl, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna take your privileges away.
Sorry. Sorry. Continue.
Um, Yeah, I feel like I'm a very different person now. I'm maybe a bit more of a bitch, but I think that's just me growing into myself.
There you
Who
go.
knows?
Growing into yourself sounds very much like the porn that I did one time.
Love that for you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. What thing or Hellion or element of NHC that isn't here anymore do you miss the most, if anything?
Mmm. Element that isn't here anymore? That's a difficult one. I I would say I miss the days when I was involved, like really involved in the RP district. Um,
Yes,
there
I
was an
do
energy
too.
there. Yeah, there was an energy there that is not there anymore. But I remember, like at one point, like I was super into it. A lot of people like that I'm friends with now that I care about were super into it, and there was just like a real creative. The creative river was really flowing back in those days. So I do miss that.
Okay.
I miss being more active in the art channel, but it's just like, these days I don't have as much energy for it anymore. And also, I don't bother to post things as much.
Fair enough. Um, let's see. What is something you think we don't have yet that we think we should add, if anything?
Hmm. Hmm. Let me think. I don't know, because it's pretty well balanced in here at the moment. Like, you have a gardening channel. That's good. You do D&D stuff, so that's good. I don't know if there's
Yeah,
anywhere that's like particularly lacking, at least in my opinion.
sounds good to me. Who is your best friend here? If you don't say me and only me, I will still ban you.
I have been told that I cannot disclose for
What?
fear of my life.
What? What? Don't think because you're doing a cute Southern accent that you're going to get away with that answer. Okay.
I may not disclose
Okay.
for fear of my life.
Okay. Do I look pretty today?
Oh, you look ravishing, darling.
Okay. All right. All right. You redeemed yourself. Um, what does your New Hell City apartment look like? What changes have you made? You have 18 hellies to your name. Obviously.
I
I
am
mean,
living my best life in my full vintage colonial with a garden and fruit trees
wow. Wow.
and a massive fucking kitchen with massive fucking windows.
Wow. Ugh. Being rich is so wonderful. Um, now, let's talk about the cryptids. Is there any way to stop them?
About the what?
The cryptids? Any way to stop them? Yes, no?
Setting them on fire is pretty effective.
I'm not going to throw myself on the cryptids. That's disgusting. Let's talk about your helis. We have so much to talk. We're going to really have to park over for this one. So this helis was we're going to start with 2022.
Oh, hey, Sayori. Sorry. Hey, Sayori.
Sayori's in the building right now. Um, we wow, we're gonna have to go all the way back to your 2022 helis. Um, I have to find the lewd ones too. Hang on,
No.
lewd. Oh boy, I
Don't
forgot
remind
about.
me.
Oh gosh, I forgot about your lewd thing. I won't post them here then. How about that? So you were nominated 17 times in 2077. We've jumped into the future. You were nominated 17 times. Your first time was for Lewd Queen, of which you were against Sergeant Pepper, Zoe Catharsis, Rain Art, Miss Necocat, Neridia, Swiftcut Lassie, Pancake Sadburb, Silver Luna Wolf, and KMM Green. Can you remember 2022 at all?
It's a bit of a blur.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a COVID-induced blur. I remember thinking, "Oh man, I don't have any chance against these people. I don't get that loot in here."
Well, apparently you did not because you lost that award, but that's okay.
Unsurprisingly,
That's
yes.
okay.
I keep the best stuff in the back room.
Nasty.
You don't get to see that.
Nasty. You were also nominated for Master Debater back in the day. You used to debate. Do you remember
I
this?
did.
You were up against Devon Warlord, Swiftcut Lassie, Aragorn, Sayori, Venom Spire, Raziel Nightfire, and Jin Kazama. Did you think you could best the incumbent winner?
No, bitch.
Is
No, bitch.
is
These are real big names, man.
is anyone ever gonna defeat Aura.
I honestly, I'm gonna be real here. I think at this point, it's become such an entrenched tradition,
Yeah.
and he's just so recognizable in that niche. I don't know if he's ever gonna like. I don't know if it's ever gonna change
I don't know either. I do not know either.
because everybody just defaults to Aura now. He's been there for so long.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to try anymore. He's just there.
He really doesn't. He really, really doesn't. Um, yeah, so that one went to R, of course. R has never lost that. But don't worry, fear not, because you did get a win for Pet of the Year. You were up against Miss Nekocat, Gigart, Sage, Spatnum Nix, Faye, Sunshine Maya, Sayori, Fustrius, Ghostface, Yuio Bam Bam, Haru, Neridia, Aurelia, Netherforge, Biscuit, and Toast. And you won with yet another cat, Toby. I'm going to post Toby here.
Yes.
Tell us about Toby.
Yes. He's my beautiful boy. He's actually the one that's on my lap right now.
Hi, Toby.
Um
Winner. Helly winner.
I will say well deserved. Absolutely, because they are perfect. They are the best. Um
Work.
no holds barred, hands down. They are the best.
Love
They
it.
are precious. They are my precious jewels.
How did Toby take the win? What did Toby do with the Helly? Did they bite on it? Take it to restaurants and be
Um
like, "Do you know who the fuck I am?" Okay.
I put it in his treat bowl and he had a great time with it.
I feel like the Helly could just be his treat bowl, but I guess maybe he had to crane his head. I don't know how that would work.
He crunched on it. It was real crunchy.
Oh my god. Okay, I finally. Okay, I'm gonna find the picture of Toby. It's coming. You beat some like very high, some very cute cats.
Yes, because they mine are the cutest. Mine are the sweetest.
How did you why are the Hellions so into cats?
Um, I don't know, because I would say, at least in my opinion, like, look at that. How is that not gonna win? Look at that. Oh, my heart. I mean, in my opinion, a cat is the perfect package. It's small, it's soft, it's silky, it's fluffy.
And
They have little baby faces, big old eyes, little paws. They're perfect.
yeah, leaves you the fuck alone. The fuck alone. Um sounds like a dog right now. But yeah, I mean finally Bravo beat it. Broke the cat streak with a dog finally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I mean,
very
Bob
shocked.
is iconic.
Bob is iconic. I mean, you know what I'm actually surprised about is that no exotic pets have ever won. I really thought that more exotic, like once exotic pets when started to come into the fray, that more folks would be into that. But like, no bearded dragons have won. No scorpions. Apparently, the aliens are not into that. Not into a batten
I
at
mean,
all.
people love some fluff. People love something with
Yeah,
like soft, silky fur.
yeah. This was an interesting race because it was just like it was 80% cats and then everyone else, and I was like, okay. Um, let me see. Oh, do you want to know? I will tell you, Toby won by 2 votes.
Ooh, I'm so
Um,
proud of my boy.
there you go. Second place was last year's winner, the previous year's winner, Coco the hedgehog. Oh wait, that is an exotic pet. Never mind, exotic pet didn't win. Jesus, I can't remember anything. Shout out to Coco. I'm sorry, Coco. Fluffy in a very
Oh,
different way. Very, very different way. Also,
sweet
RIP Coco.
baby.
Coco just passed this year. I forgot about that. Oh,
Yeah, I saw that. I was so
we
sad.
love Coco. And then you had a back-to-back win with Best Dish. Now, this is before we split it up and God mercifully split it up into desserts and cooked dishes. I'm
Hmm.
so happy we did that. For your creamy lemon lavender blueberry cheesecake. While I bring up the image, can you tell us about making this?
Yeah, I mean, it was my birthday, so I was making it for myself. I wanted I wanted it outrageously indulgent, over the top cheesecake. So I was looking for recipes of something that looked super fancy and difficult. So I was like, "Oh, this one has like streaks of stuff in it." So I was like, "Yeah, I want to go crazy. I want to go balls out. I want to like put something in a piping bag and pipe like fun little shapes." So that was really the only thing that I had as motivation, was I want to do like an over the top. I want this to look like it deserves to be in like a royalty party setting. That was my motivation.
Um, Yeah, there you go. It was. I mean, it was a pretty solid cake.
And
It
it
was.
tasted good too.
It did look like it tasted good. Yeah, you bested double chipped cookies, apple tarts, apple pies, other cheesecakes, velvet cheesecake, brownie cheesecake, tiger bows, French toast, snickerdoodle, apple pie cookie. All right, this is the one where we had three cheesecakes, like four lasagnas. It was ridiculous. Quiche, cinnamon rolls, French toast, spaghetti carbonara, soup. Oh, there's another tiny cheesecake that Sayori did. I forgot about that. Sushi, zucchini bread, karage, cheese ice cream. God damn it. Steak, quiche, um, evolution cupcakes, which I was also surprised that one didn't give you a run for your money, but that was good. Yeah, that one you won. You won that by 7 votes, meaning you
I
had
love
seven
that
more
for me.
votes than second place, which was the apple tart from Spider Monkey. Yeah, that was a good one. So at this point, you have two Hellies under your belt. You were nominated for Foodie Queen against Sea Dragoon, Spicy Snowflake, Iceman, Defreeze God, Miss Eldritch Moth Devourer, Sayori, Miss Neko Cat, and Vel. And you lost to Iceman. Also, this I hope this is not triggering for Sayori because these are all of Sayori's losses. Sayori
Oh,
lost.
honey.
It's okay. It worked out in
Honey, no.
it worked out in the end for her when she won Best New Member. But you know, otherwise, um,
It's all right, Sayori. You're a winner in my heart.
indeed, indeed. Did you think you were going to win Foodie Queen? Did you think you had a chance?
No, because Iceman exists. As long as Iceman exists, I do not have a chance because I do not work as hard at cooking as he does. So it's well deserved.
Where do you think you placed? I haven't asked you this question yet.
Maybe
Out
maybe
of eight?
third.
Wow,
Maybe
nice
third.
job. Third, oh, fourth place. You got fourth place, but very close.
I
Very close. You were bested by Sea Dragoon and Miss Neko Cat. Um, okay, all right. Two so far, two winners so far. So now it's going to get into your NHC tabletop career. Oh, I miss when you used to do tabletop stuff. Oh,
Wait, tabletop stuff. I was in
yes.
one. I was in one D&D game in here.
You were in two, actually. Well,
I was.
one that finished and one that did not. Um,
Oh,
so, for Best NHC Tabletop Cast, you were nominated for Unsleeping City and for Grave Encounters. Do you remember? Do you remember your character in Grave Encounters and how your Grave Encounters experience was?
I remember Grave Encounters because that was Graham. I don't remember the other one.
Unsleeping City was with me. Remember we did.
Shit.
Remember it was Colonel's campaign. We did. It was like New York, and you and I got to argue for a little bit.
Who?
You were August
I have no memory of this.
McGillicuff or whatever his name was.
Oh, the
McAuliffe.
elf. I remember now.
Yes.
Ah, damn. I'm sorry, Fire. It's not you.
How dare
I
you?
don't really remember that one.
How dare you?
I've slept like maybe 3 times since then.
Between Grave Encounters and so you didn't win either one. That one went to Chaos Gremlin Crew. But between the Unsleeping City and Grave Encounters, which do you think got the more votes?
I would. I'm probably gonna be incorrect. Probably the one that you were in,
That's right.
just because you were in it.
well, actually, it was a really stacked cast. I'm sad it didn't work out. It was Sadburb, you, Iceman, me, Toby, and Swift. I was like, that's such a good cast.
Damn.
Such a good cast.
Can't believe I can't remember anything about that.
Well, apparently you've slept since then, as you said. But you're also
Clean
not...
slate. I clear out the cache when I sleep.
That's right. You're also nominated for your character in Unsleeping City for NHC Tabletop Character. Do you remember anything about August?
I remember he hated you.
That is true. That is correct.
He was a barista, I
That's
believe,
right.
and
That's right.
he hated you.
That's
That's about
absolutely right.
it.
That's right. He was a barista who hated me. That was his entire character arc. That's as far as we got.
He was not a strong character, and that's why I've forgotten about him.
Well, you know, it'll forever go into the recesses of NHC lore of the only time that CD and Fire were in a game together.
I want to be in a game with you, man. I feel like we could banter very well.
I think so too. I think we did very well in the other one. We just gotta find. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So that one you lost to me. I won Best NXT Tabletop Character, so it's here. One day y'all are gonna stop voting for me, and then I won't be able to be so cocky. You were nominated for best craft piece for. Do you remember what it was? Before I tell you,
Shit, this is 2022?
I'm gonna keep testing your memory, and it's gonna be so funny if you can't remember
No!
anything.
I'm gay and depressed. I don't have a brain.
That is that is factual.
Was it for my was it for my dresser drawer?
Nope. That was next.
Shit.
I think that was the next year.
Was it for my basket that I hold my chocolates in?
Nope.
Fuck.
I'll give you one more
T-shirt.
guess.
Was it the t-shirt?
It was the T-shirt.
Palm
The palm
trees?
tree T-shirt. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's
All right.
absolutely right.
Palm tree t-shirt. Yes.
Let me find it first. But yes,
I
tell us about.
still wear it.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Tell us about
it's
making
very
it.
comfortable.
Tell us about making the palm tree while I post it in chat.
Well, as with most things that I create, I woke up one day and I was like, I want a thing. So I went to Joanne Fabric and I scoured around until I found some good fabric that I liked. And when I sew, patterns aren't really a thing. I took a t-shirt that I liked the shape of and that was comfortable, so I laid that down and I tried my best to cut it into the right shape, and then I use my own body as a like a tool to help kind of tailor it
That's
to
smart
how I
since
wanted.
that's the body that was going to go on the shirt. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a smart move.
And t-shirts, they can be tricky because like if you're like me and you're picky about how things like drape upon you, like the how long the sleeves are matters, how long the shirt is matters, how like tapered it is in the waist, all of this matters, how the neckline is cut and all of that. So I was really pleased with how it turned out, and I was living in Virginia at the time, so it gets hot as fuck, and it served me pretty well, like in the dead heat of the summer.
Nice, 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 nice. Um, so out of you were up against you were the first nominee that year. Painter's Apron by Sup, Evil Pumpkin by Haley, which eventually won. Clay Butterfly Lantern by Gibble, Sunflower Pillow by Addie, TV Nicks by Spatnam Nicks, Werewolf by KMM Green, Flower Sculpture by Faye, UFO Candy Cuff by Bears for Life, Knife Sheath by Lucy Buns, very Lucy Buns to do that, Sayori Bracelet by Austin, Blue Resin Jar by Biscuit, and Broken TV by Pika. Where do you think you placed out of 13 nominees?
I don't know. I have a tendency of like falling into third a lot. I'll just say third.
Second. Got second place.
Shit. Damn it.
Second
Well,
place.
I mean that's better than third, I guess.
Numerically, yes, that is correct. Nice job. You went to school, I think.
At some point.
At some point, yes. So the palm tree T-shirt got second place. And to be second place to Haley's Evil Pumpkin is a pretty big deal. So it was that's a good one. Nice job.
Yeah, I can be proud of that.
But don't be sad because you end up winning the next award, which is going to make you embarrassed, and I won't post it, for best lewd piece for Burning Glow. Do you want to tell us anything about this piece, or would you like to move on?
I mean, that one. Every once in a while, I'm struck with the burning desire to practice a specific like artistic thing. So for that one, I really wanted to just draw some glowy. I wanted to draw some glow in, the way that light shines through flesh. I wanted to, have a little bit of fun with that, and so I drew a naked woman with tits, so that I could draw some like glow in the dark stuff. That was really it. That was it.
There you go. Naked woman with tits. If you want to see what that looks like, go into the 2022 Heli Awards and
yeah, feel
yourself.
free. Yeah, I mean it's really good. I'll say that it was really well made because when I get real deep into something, I usually put a lot of effort into it.
There you go. Yeah, worked out. This puts you at 4 for the night, and you were not done yet. You won Best Digital Art Piece for at this point, this was the fourth. This is the final time you win it. The fourth time in a row for Incineration. Now, I want you to tell us all about this piece.
Can you post it?
I
I'm
will.
trying to remember which one it is.
I will post it. Hang on, let me
Thanks,
scroll past.
girl.
Scroll past the. Let me find you.
Because if it's what I'm thinking it is, I'm pretty sure.
Did I pass it? Hang on. Yep, I passed it. Were you near the top? There it is. Okay, yes, I see it now. So this is the 2022 Helly Award-winning piece, Incineration.
Okay, it's not what I'm thinking. What was my meaning for this one? I think I just wanted to draw flames. I wanted to draw some flames, so I was practicing like my flames.
Flames
Uh,
inside of my face. Yep.
flames, fires and flames. I really that is like one of my favorite things to draw. I love to draw luscious hair, fire, blood, and tears. Those are
Work.
like my favorite things to draw. So I draw flames quite often. So because it's just fun to like try and get the mood of the fire correct. Because the way it looks is gonna affect like how it feels when you look at it. And that character is great for that because he won't stop catching things on fire. So mostly it was like, I want to draw flames today. I'm gonna work on my lighting skills.
Trying to get the mood of the fire. That's what my ex-husband had a problem with.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, this is a great one. I think I've told you about this. I love putting all of your Helly Award-winning pieces together and weaving a story in them because I think it's really fun to do. I
it
don't.
is fun how often like that specific character has won. It's probably
Yes,
the flames motif.
probably, probably. They're so good. They're just so good.
Oh, thank you.
What this is not on the questions, but I'm curious. Which of your favorite? Oh, this is gonna be hard because you have to remember. Which is your favorite Helly Award-winning digital art piece of yours?
Shit. Ah,
I
you
know
can't do this to me. What do you think I
there's
am?
the electricity one. I remember there's one that's like blue. There's little
Uh,
blue. There's the first one where it's like the character peeking over the bushes.
hmm.
And then there's little blue, and there's the like I think 22 is like the electric one. Um, Let me see. I'm gonna find it. But do you
There was
remember
an
the other
electric
two?
one?
I think there was an electric one.
I don't think so. There was one that was nominated. I didn't win though.
Oh, let me see. Maybe that was this year's.
Because
Whoa.
there was the bush, there was the fairy, and then there were the two flames. Those were the ones I remember.
Oh yeah, maybe it was the two flames. Hang on, I'm about to stumble upon it in a second. It's gonna happen very, very soon. I forgot how many fucking nominees are in 2020.
I
Yeah,
think
it's this one.
my favorite one is the other flame, not this one that you posted, but the other one. I think
This
that's
is
probably my
this is what I'm
favorite.
about to post. This is 2021's Gaze Through the Inferno one. Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah, I think that one is my favorite because shit, bitch, the backlighting. I was proud of myself.
So good, so good. I think my favorite of yours is Little Blue. I like Little Blue a lot.
That one is also really good.
It's really good.
It was a lot of emotion I was trying to convey, and I think, well, apparently I was successful
You
because a
were
lot
very
of people were
successful.
able to tap into that,
Yeah,
which is great for me because I
yeah, you're
love it when that
successful.
happens.
But my favorite piece of yours of all time is this one that you did last year. That's my favorite
Oh,
one of all time.
which one?
That's the electricity one, which I don't
Which
remember.
one? Which one is that
We'll
one?
get to it because I don't remember the name of it, but I'll end up reading it at some point. How did it feel to win 4 times?
Honestly, it was amazing at first, and then by the end, it was like, how does this keep happening? Like, I'm super flattered. At the end, it was mostly just like, oh, I'm really flattered and honored that people thinks like are still able to enjoy my art to that degree, even though I don't do it as often.
There you go.
It always feels nice because I feel like I've made some kind of an impact and people have been impacted by the things that I illustrate, which is really like the main reason I do it.
There you go. That's how you got to do. You were nominated for Artist of the Year. The winner that year was Mika. Shout out to Mika. But you're up against
Good job.
heavy hitters like Ray, Soph, Dio, Biscuit, Oh My, Zozo, Sadburb, Soyas, Haley, Kitten, Willow, Leah, Rain Art, Dino, Shy, Jax, and Kermit. and Pika.
Ooh, wow.
Everyone has old new names now, so I'm like, what's the new name now? Um, so behind Mika, where do you think you placed? Let's see. We have 20 nominees for Artist of the Year. I think it's the most we've ever had.
Seventh, maybe.
Second place.
Damn
Oh,
it! How?
third actually. Sorry,
How?
third.
Third
Yeah.
again? Jesus.
um, third. So yeah. You were also nominated for. Oh gosh, you're
Also,
not.
thank you, Sayori. That's so cute. You need to take a screenshot and show
What did
me.
Siri say? Your town deserve user for iPad wallpapers. Ooh,
I want to
love it.
see.
Steal it. You're nominated twice for best quote. God, we used to have best quote. God, I'm so glad we split this up. So you had one with Ara and one by yourself. Let me go and find them because I know you don't remember them. If you can't remember pictures, you definitely can't remember words. Let me find. I'm gonna find it. Oh my gosh. Oh, this. It pains me to see how many quotes we had that we didn't split this up.
Yeah, keep whining about it. It's very entertaining.
Oh, I hate it so much. um, you're so quotey. How do you feel about being so quotey?
I'm smart, I guess. I try to be funny. Sometimes it hits.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
So I at least have your solo quote here. This was I did an adulty thing and tore apart our vacuum and cleaned it out. I'm so handy. Wait, isn't this best? This is a best circle.
I did that in the mod chat, bitch. I put that shit in the mod chat.
Which like isn't unheard of. So that's why like people venting in the mod chat or like just talking about anything in the mod chat is a thing that happens. So it's funny
Yeah,
that
I was so turned around. It took me like a few solid minutes to figure it out too. It's like, wait, this looks different. What? Oh, I'm in the wrong channel. That's why. God.
I was turned around is so funny. And then your other one was with Ara, which we called CD on Fire, where Ara says, "Let's set CD on fire." And then you said, "Yes, you nasty, nasty girl, nasty,
You keep
nasty."
ruining it. You've ruined like mentioning fire as the element because now all people can think about is you squatting your fat ass all over the actual element.
Baby. That's right, baby.
So now I have to. This is why I have to say flames. I have to say flames now because of you.
You ended up winning once again for the Bringer Award. My goodness, stop winning so much. But you brought Toby and Kind Cat, which makes sense. Toby and Kind Cat are pretty iconic.
Toby is marvelous. He's such a. I know that he's not active here, but that's just because he has so many fucking people that are constantly taking up all of his time because people just like to be around him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really come in here that often.
That's fair. And then you won once again for most inspirational member.
I don't know if I'm just such an inspiration to the people.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you do respond to pretty much all of the Ask NHCs.
I try.
Yes.
When we broke it up into like different like a different channel, that I kept forgetting about it. So I wasn't keeping up with it for a while, but I try when I see them.
You did a great job. How's it feel to be so inspirational? Because this is going to be you're going to win this a few times. So.
I mean, it feels great because I try to be a good person. I try to have a positive effect on people around me. So that just means that, I must be succeeding. I must be making a difference for somebody. And that feels good.
You certainly are. You finally lost an award. Thank goodness. Mod of the Year. You're up against Nalam, Spider Monkey, Ara, Dio, Sage, Princess Zoe, down by 6, Alcoholic Nick, Soph, Sayori, and Miss Neko Cat. Did you think you stood a chance against Sayori?
No, I wanted Sayori to win because she deserves it.
Yeah.
She is a spectacular mod. I wanted her to win.
She's kind of a juggernaut at this point. It's so rare that we get some like a new member who's just like instantly a juggernaut. I think it's happening with Max too this year. It's just like bam.
She landed and she put cracks into the concrete.
Yep, that's it.
So it was like, yes, Yes, I want her to win.
That's it. Out of these 12 nominees, where do you think you placed
Oh,
from Out of the
Lord.
Year?
I'm gonna keep saying third.
Second place.
Fuck.
I mean,
It's close.
the margin is huge between you and Sayori, but you at least got second place. So there you go.
Yay.
It's
I'm
humbling.
flattered.
It's humbling and flattering at the same time, right? There you go.
I don't know how to take it. I don't know how to take like constantly getting so high up on these things.
There you
Don't know
go.
how it happens.
So you ended 2022 with 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 6 wins. 6 wins, which is kind of massive.
Wow. That was a good year.
That was a very good year for you. Very, very good year. Now let's move on to 2023.
Ugh.
Your favorite year. You were nominated 8 times for eight Hellies, about half of your last year, which I think is a solid number. 8 is a good number. You were nominated for Pet of the Year. Toby once again was in there, and
My
got bested
photogenic
by a
boy.
dog. Got bested by a
photogenic
dog.
boy.
How dare Bob take Toby's
I'm only
Helly?
going to tolerate it because it was Bob, and Bob is fine.
Bob is good. Bob is actually quite good. Let me see. I'm actually curious because I don't know what place you were in. Where do you think Toby placed? So you were up against. Let me see. Let me read it out. Sage's Thor, Abaddon from Lucy Buns. Oh, the Scorpion. Spatnam Nix's Dio. Iceman's Chocolate, the dog. Oh no, Chocolate the goat. That's right, Chocolate the goat. Bob, of course, that won. Venom Spire's Bentley. Kiwi, Jin Kazama's Bird, and Shadow from Ivy.
Baby, did you say Abaddon?
How do you say it?
Abaddon, dear.
Abaddon.
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 Abaddon?
You shut up. You shut your whore mouth. Shut your whore mouth and guess what.
Oh, it's a scorpion. Abaddon.
Shut your whore mouth and say what fucking place you got. God damn it.
Fourth?
Abaddon. You got second place.
Ah.
There you go.
Man, I'm going to get all these wrong.
But you're going to be very close, apparently. It seems like you're always 1 or 2 off.
In the ballpark, and that's all I can really hope for.
There you go. Finally, we mercifully split up the dishes into cooked dish and desserts, so it'll be so much easier to find. Tell us about do you remember your chicken? I know that's probably not a lot to go off of. I'm going to post the picture of it. Once we get to it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I can vaguely remember roasting a bird at some point in the year.
Taking it by the neck and throwing it into an oven.
Not much about that one. I wanted a roasted chicken. You know, I wanted to be domestic, so I got myself a chicken and I tried my best.
I wanted to be domestic.
I wanted to be domestic and, have a roasted bird to deal with. So, I mean, I took it out of the oven and I was like, hey, this looks pretty nice. I should brag about this because I don't ever do this. So that was pretty much it.
Yes, here's this is full ass chicken. There's this big ass chicken.
Yeah, doesn't it look nice?
Juicy.
Doesn't it look tasty?
Very, very juicy. You were up against maple infused lemon spice steak bites by Down by 6. Chicken long yeah by Sir Cut Lassie, ramen by Iceman, chili by Eldritch Moth Devourer, shepherd's pie by Masamoyed, mac and cheese by Nikki, cornbread by Vel, steamed dumplings by Spatnam Nix, and moose burger by Aragorn. Where do you think? So Iceman got you on that one. With the ramen. Ramen's hard to make, I hear. Where do you think you landed in the votes? That's 10 nominees.
I don't know, because this is a roasted chicken, so it's not spectacular or unique in any way. And I'm aware that my spatterware is pretty dark because I use it a lot.
I just noticed that. Okay.
Yeah, don't pay attention to that. It's a very old pan. It's my mother's. It's my mother's. Don't insult my mother.
I would never.
Fifth, maybe?
Got second place.
God.
Second
I need
place.
to just start saying second.
That
seems very bold of me.
when you get second,
it's like very bold of me.
You were bested
Didn't know so many people like chicken. That's surprising.
You got 25% of the votes. You got 1/4 of the votes.
How? I guess people really like roasted chickens.
Yeah, I think it's also because like how impressive it is. Because people who don't cook would find roasting an entire chicken to be very impressive.
It actually is kind of difficult
It
because
is
like
difficult.
it's easy to mess up.
It
It's
is
easy
very
to mess
difficult.
up.
You are one of the few who are nominated for both best dessert and best cooked dish. So
Oh,
congrats on that. You were nominated for your caramel pecan blondies.
bitch! I was so fucking proud of those. I was
Tell
so
us,
proud of those.
tell us, and you remember those good. So tell us about those while I post the pic in here.
I mean, yeah, I was at work. I was doing one of my bakery days at the co-op, and I made those, and I was like, oh, the caramel turned out so glossy this time. I need to take a picture of these because it's like the gloss was perfect, the sheen was shining, the nuts had sunk perfectly into the caramel.
Gorgeous.
It was perfect. Like bars, the layers. Oh my god, like that is gonna kill you.
How do you get it so
You are gonna
shiny?
die.
Do you
I don't
coat it with
know.
something? Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know because it was a very simple caramel recipe. So I guess it just depends on like the timing for how long you cook it for.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's beautiful. Beautiful picture.
Yeah, I was so enthralled. Those things would kill you. Like you cannot imagine the amount of sugar and fucking butter went into those bars.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. You were up against this is a fun list of rum cake by Miss Eldritch Mothavour, chocolate mousse by Princess Zoe, Rabanada by Sayori. See, I got that right. Pokemon Cake by SD Sammy, who ended up winning and getting out of the Ultimate Losers Club, so we love that. Strawberry Cupcakes by Miss Neko Cat, Vanilla Cake with Chocolate Frosting by Spider Monkey, Vegan Cheesecake by Iceman, um, Pumpkin Snickerdoodle Cookies by Gigart, and finally Spooky Cherry Pie by Haley. Um, where do you think you placed? That's 10
You love
nominees.
you love doing this to me.
I love doing it to everyone, to be honest.
Second,
Third.
I'm gonna beat you.
It's
I am
so
gonna beat
much
you.
fun. It's so much fun that you never get it right.
I am gonna use you as a clothesline and slap all of my wet
Oh,
jeans onto your face.
wow. Wow, my imagination. Excited about that. Um, yes, this one was third place, but you got 18% of the votes, which is not bad. To the winners 35% of the votes. So that's not
I j-
far
I've
off.
just at this point I have resigned myself to never getting the guesses right. I love
um,
myself, but I'm not that good at knowing where I place.
you tried your hand again at Master Debater against Aragorn, Sadburb, Jin Kazama, Sayori, and down by six. Six
I have
nominees.
opinions, man.
Where do you think you
I have
placed?
opinions.
You have six nominees.
Third.
Second.
This is.
This is
I'm gonna
so
go take a
fun.
nap. I'm gonna leave.
This is so much fun.
I hate you.
I
I
love it.
hate you.
I love it's like whatever that game. It's like evens and odds. Like you just can never. You can't.
I hate you, and I hate this.
This is so great. This is modern day fork pitching. It really is. It's great. Um. Oh my gosh. So technically, by this metric, you are possibly our greatest hope of beating Aragorn for Master Debater.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, the margin between you and his win is humongous. He got 63% of the votes, you got 13.
Yeah,
So,
I think like the thing with that is Ara and I differ in the fact that he can be a bitch and he doesn't feel bad about it. That's where we differ.
that is fair.
He will be mean, whereas I try not to be.
Which is so funny because, like, I often think, and I would say this to Ara's face, I would often think that Ara's demeanor would make him less popular here, but it really doesn't. It actually has the opposite effect.
I think maybe it's kind of a, it's the refreshing aspect of someone who doesn't hold themselves quite as stringently to that social standard. Like you like a person that can, say it like it
I
is.
do
Who
like
can
that.
say what everybody else is thinking, unabashedly. I think that's probably the appeal.
Oh, yeah, so you already said it's seeing someone do something you'd like to do, what you'd like to do. That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense. That does track. Oh my gosh. I miss the days when Ara and I used to just get into some drag out arguments. Those are
I want
fun.
to see you guys argue.
I
I
know
love
you.
it when you get serious.
I know you weren't there for that. We used to get in some really strong arguments. We used to name call. It'd be great.
Ooh.
But
Ooh.
now we
I need
like
to
each
go back
other.
and look. I need to look for that.
They
I'm sure I
might be
can find
somewhere.
it.
Um, you were also nominated for Artist of the Year once again. You were up against Dio, Zozo, Kermit, Biscuit, Masa Moyed, Swiftcut Lassie, Willow Sadburb, and Mari Rose and Amakin. You did this without. Oh, you weren't. Were you nominated for Best Digital Art Piece?
I'm not sure.
Really? Apparently not. That is
Yeah,
wild.
I'm gonna be honest with you right now. We're gonna get vulnerable.
Vulnerable time.
Um, 2023 was a hard year. It was a very difficult personal year for me. So, especially like in the latter half of the year, I really wasn't doing as much. I wasn't around as much. I wasn't as active. So that doesn't surprise me. That like nominations and activity and stuff kind of fell just because I had a lot going on like in
That's
other
fair.
areas.
That's fair.
And like
Uh,
even like on my best days, um I'm more of a grenade in the art district. Like I'll throw my like two or three fully rendered, fully shaded and colored like illustrated pieces in and then just disappear. I don't have the consistency that other artists here have where they're always around all the time doing a lot of stuff. So I'm not, as I'm not going to say well known, but like recognized in that regard. That makes sense.
that makes sense. That makes sense. You were also nominated for best combined quote. Once again, we mercifully split them up. You did this with Siva, who's a little known Scottish guest here. I mean, Scottish Hellion here. You said, "Sleep is for the healthy and beautiful, and I want to be healthy and beautiful when." Siva said, "If that's true, then I'm dying and looking like shit," which is such a great.
Zinger.
I'm actually quite sad that didn't win. That's,
I think
that's,
that was me replying to someone saying sleep is for the weak, and I'm actively trying to break that trend.
that's that was
We're
really
trying to
funny.
achieve better for ourselves, people.
I really like that. I really like that quote. Um, that one you did not win, but you got. I'll just tell you. Um, one, two, three, one, two, three, four, fifth place. You got fifth place for that.
Wow.
So not bad.
Thanks, Siva.
22 nominees, so out of five, not bad. But it's okay. You turned it around because you won most inspirational member for the third time in
I
a
don't know how that
row.
keeps happening.
Third time in
How
a
does that
row.
keep happening?
Because you're inspirational. What can we say?
One of these years, I'm gonna stop doing inspirational shit. I'm just gonna run out of things to do.
You're gonna be like bad CD, like you're gonna be like naughty CD or something, like the was it the
No,
comic
because
book
I
the
think that
Bizarro?
that would just make people like me more.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really need to fully step into my villain era, but I'm not there yet.
That's how it works. I will tell you, you got 53% of the votes from most inspirational member.
Jesus.
You're up against. Let me see who you're up against. Oh, hang on. Swiftcut Lassie, R, and Kermit. So
Damn.
there you go. 51% of the 53%
I
of the
mean, I'm
votes.
gonna toot my own horn a little bit here. I deserved it. I went through hell last year. I did so much fucking shit last year. I was super inspirational for staying sane.
There you go.
So
And now you can share that knowledge with other people. You can like teach other
happily,
people to do that.
ask me for advice, people. I will happily try to give it.
Do it. Do it. Mod of the year is your final loss. You're up against Sayori Colonel, Miss Neko Cat, Ara, Consistently Depressed, Mari, and Princess Zoe. Sayori won for the second time, marking the
And I'm
first time.
still happy about it. Every time she wins, I will be happy because it's always deserved.
There you go. Said it here first. I can't be biased, so I'm just going to nod and say okay.
I mean, if you guys knew the amount of paperwork she did, she deserves Mod of the Year every single year.
Sayori does do a lot of work. Sayori is she does things. She does lots of things. Where do you think you placed in Mod of the Year? By the way, seven nominees. 2023, your least favorite year.
I feel like I'm pretty consistently present in this server, so people can recognize my name. Yeah.
I love the panic in your voice.
Second.
Fourth. Yeah, fourth on
Fuck.
that one.
Okay, well.
Second went to Ara.
Okay, I should have known. I
Um,
should have known that
which is
bitch.
which is also surprising to me because like I feel like people are always like Ara's such a surly mod. And people from like a, you
I
know,
mean, this
I guess it
server
works.
is filled with lots of people who are very what's the word?
Horny.
No. Conflict avoidant.
Oh yeah,
So
sure,
I
fair
can
enough.
see how Aura would have that appeal.
Fair enough.
I'm a little bit like in comparison. I'm pretty chill. I'm kind of bland, so I can understand.
You have two nominations for this year, this upcoming Hellies. One is for one of my favorite things to do in the bedroom, an Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best unedited photography piece that I'm going to download right now.
I don't think I've ever been nominated for photography, have I?
Nope, not at all. This is your first
Jesus.
photography award. Welcome to the photography crew.
Oh, gracious.
Seriously, oh, what now? You don't know what an Eiffel Tower is? It's where two people with penises clasp hands up top to create like what looks like the Eiffel Tower, and then literally anyone with two holes, a mouth hole and a back hole, fits in between them.
That is so upsetting.
It's also kind of tiring. Like it's not like
That sounds stressful
yeah,
and
it's
not
just,
fun.
yeah. It's like there's a lot of rhythm that has to happen. It's the fact that I know what that is. I'm gonna move on from that. So tell us about this piece, please. Right the ship.
Yeah, that was during my Christmas trip that I took to Europe that I had booked in like February. So that it was a long time coming. I was waiting for it all year. So that was my first day. So for a little lore here, I had to fly to Europe from where I was at in New York. So I was originally going to meet up with my tour group in London, but as so happens, every single time there was a flight delay, and so I was gonna be getting in at like 7 a.m. the next morning on my flight, and that was gonna give me maybe 2 hours to get to where I needed to be. So like a flight delay, that wouldn't work. So I went and I was like, hey, so I like have to meet my tour group in fucking Europe, and the only other place that we're meeting up is in Paris. So could I change over my flight to Paris because I can't wait for this flight? And she was like, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I can work with you. So I flew all the way to Paris and just skipped London altogether. And I got there, and apparently my tour group, they were having delays because there were protests on the bridges, and so they were delayed for like a few hours getting into Paris. And so he was like, my tour guide was like, hey, why don't you just go on to the hotel and rest for a while, and we can get in contact with you when we get here. And I was like, okay. So I went to our hotel and I passed out for 5 hours, and then I woke up, and I made my way over to the Eiffel Tower where the tour group was going to meet up. So it was like evening time, so all the lights were going, and I was just kind of skulking around, at night.
Wow. Wow. Travel, folks. It's worth it, right? Right, CD?
It's really, if you can afford it, absolutely use your money on that, because it's really fun.
You can probably afford it more than you think you can. People always think travel is cost prohibitive, but it's actually not as much as you think it is. It just means you shop at the grocery store instead of eating out every day. It's fine.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I used a tour group. That can make it a lot more affordable if you're trying to. Here's some advice: if you're trying to travel, maybe book it with a tour group because they'll cover like your hotel stays and a few of your meals. I used Expat Explore, so highly recommend that.
There you go. There you go. And your final nominations for most inspirational member. Do you think you're going to win it again this year?
I hope so.
You're
Hopefully, I can do a lot of inspirational shit this year.
You're known for your repeat wins. So
consistency, darling.
There you go. You've been consistently not only depressed but also consistently responding to the Ask NHCs. So, and your advice has been getting used. So
Yay!
apparently it's
I'm so
happening.
happy. I'm so happy about that.
It is
I'm glad
happening.
I'm not giving trash advice that gets people in trouble.
That's good. I wish you would though, because that would be kind of fun. Just start telling people to
Uh,
fight. Start telling people to fight.
drive fast, take risks.
There you go. There you go.
Eat too much dairy
There,
right
yeah,
before bed.
especially if you're lactose intolerant. That's when you really should do it. All right, now where in your place do you keep your helis? You have 8. You are now. Oh, by the way, as of this moment, you are 18 helis deep, which makes you the third most winningest hellion of all time. How does that
Lord.
feel?
Honestly, it just makes me feel it makes me feel nice because it feels like whatever it is that I'm apparently doing is resonating with people enough for them to nominate me for things. And so that feels nice. It feels like I'm being noticed because I do tend to kind of fade into the background, just because that's kind of who I am. I'm a little bit of a wallflower unless people specifically directly speak to me. Um, so it feels nice. It's nice to feel such a surprising amount of attention from people. Truly shocking amount.
There you go. Oh, and by the way, Max, I did not think it was a word either, but it is actually in the dictionary. Winningest is a dictionary. Is a dictionary word. A word from dictionary. Dictionary.
Fire brought out the dictionary and scribbled it in with ballpoint pen.
That's it.
Don't believe anything he says.
You read a dictionary. I read it from cover to cover. You have no idea. It took me forever. I was mad there was no pictures. Yeah, you were the third most. It's kind of what 18. That's a lot. That's a lot. I love it.
How's it feel to have me right on your heels?
Okay.
How's it feel to constantly have me right behind you, constantly catching up, Fire?
Well, if you can get, let me do some quick math. If you can get 16 helis this year, then we'll talk. Then we'll
Gonna have to
talk.
get real good at writing and photography, I guess.
There you go. Why not? What heli did you lose that you wish you hadn't? So you can go all the way back to 2019 if you want, if you can even remember. Is there a heli you lost that you wish you hadn't?
That's hard. I don't know.
If you can't remember them, maybe not.
I mean, I've won best art piece for 4 years in a row. So I can't really sit here and say, "Oh, I'm sad I didn't win that." You know, it was won by 2 people, so the fact that it was won by somebody else along with somebody made it hurt a little bit less.
There you go. Yeah, ties. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Most of the time I can see it and I can understand like the reasoning. So usually when I win stuff, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Other times it's like, why did I win that? But when I lose, I'm never like, why? You know?
What is a heli that you won over the years that you didn't think that you would? Is there any?
I would say inspirational.
Oh, okay.
There have been like 1 or 2 years where that was a surprise.
Okay. All right.
Those were a surprise, but a very nice surprise. Every time I've won art, though, I'm like, yeah.
yeah,
I get it. I get it.
Which helis do you want to win this year?
I would love to win best dessert.
Ooh.
Especially now because I'm working as a literal baker 5 days of the week.
Oh, you
I'm
gotta.
doing nothing but baking.
Yeah, you gotta. You gotta.
Best dessert. I don't know. I'm sure I have like a really good art piece in me, so that's always something I could do. Maybe. Okay. Inspirational just would be fun, just because it makes me feel like I'm doing a good job.
Are you gonna go for best cooked meal again? Best cooked dish again?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't take as many pictures of my savory dishes because it's like not overwhelming at all. It's very underwhelming.
I mean, since you work at a bakery, don't you make savory stuff too?
I make cheddar bacon and chive scones, and that's like the only savory thing I've made. Everything else is a dessert.
Would that count as a cooked dish? It's hard. I don't know.
If I'm gonna be taking the time to nominate something, it's gonna have to be a little bit more impressive than a scone.
Okay, fair enough.
They are
Uh,
delicious though. They are fucking tasty. You'd probably like it.
I believe you. I like everything. How many do you realistically think you will win this year?
Maybe two.
Okay, all right.
Maybe two or three, because that seems to be the magical numbers for me. Two
That's
or
true.
three.
Except for the 2020 when you won six. So yes.
I
What
keep
is
saying, like, me at the start of this year, oh yeah, I'm gonna try and be more active in nominating stuff, especially nominating my own stuff. Me, I haven't nominated a single goddamn thing yet.
Yep, there you go. That's you.
I need to start doing things that are worthy of nominating.
Yes, you should. What is the hardest category to win in the Hellies? Out of all 8,000 categories that we have, what is
Oh
the
god,
hardest category to win?
photography and digital art, bitch, hands down.
Yeah,
Those are so oversaturated. It is hard to win in that.
yeah. Oh, Jin says master debater. I guess that is also technically hard to win. Um,
Yeah, technically.
it's just because of the legacy,
That's
but
like
yeah,
getting into what, Harvard?
yeah,
That's the
pretty much.
difficulty, like getting into Harvard level, as opposed to like trying to get into like the IT or tech field level of difficult.
I agree with you though. I think best digital is far and away our hardest award to win.
And it gets harder every year. It
Yeah,
gets bigger and more difficult every year.
yeah. Best digital art pieces. It's kind of yeah. I don't even if I was good at art, if I could do art, I'd be like I don't even know about that. What do you think is the easiest category to win?
Hmm. Best junior mod.
Yeah, actually, nowadays it really is. That's correct. That is correct.
Hear that, guys? It's super easy.
It's very easy. That's very. Didn't even consider that. Yeah, that is very true. It's very easy. Wow, that's
well,
true.
well done, Kermit. You are truly an inspiration
You're.
to us in this server.
Oh my god! If Kermit doesn't get any competition again, this would be wild. Just Kermit just
It's gonna
gets
be
just
hilarious.
collecting helis free. I fucking love that.
I mean, that's a great it's a great strategy. They should definitely continue.
Please, make a heli prediction this year. Just any.
Ooh, Dio will win a heli.
That's a pretty obvious one. Good. That's a pretty safe bet.
Fire Demon and Dio will win a heli.
Wow. Don't get on FanDuel. Don't get on any betting websites. You're gonna win like $1. You're gonna be like, the Super Bowl will happen next year. Let's see. Out of everyone this year who's joined so far, who do you think will win Best New Member? It's a little easy.
Can you give me a list, darling?
Well,
You know how I am.
the obvious answer is in chat right now. Is in the audience right now.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
And there's only one.
I would say
Mhm.
I would say Max has a really good chance.
Would you say Max has a good chance? Really?
Yeah, because bitch, being active and conversational, oh my god, you're like already like 2/3 of the way there.
Yeah.
So I think that they have a really good chance because
Really?
from what I've seen, at least they've been getting into the community very well.
Yeah, because
they're being very active.
They're very nervous about it. They're not sure if it's going to happen for them. I mean, they have so much competition.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see who joins like throughout the year, but I'd say Max has a good chance. They made a very strong introduction.
That's true. I would love to see because the trend we've talked about this in mod chat. The trend is always that someone joins in the very beginning of the year or December, late December, and they're usually the winner. The person or the Hellion who joins early in the year is usually the winner, but they're always challenged by someone who joins in the summer. There's always so like for Dio, it was like Dio joined in January and then Ray joined in like August, and like Ray was very, very close.
Yeah.
And so we'll always have like a summer thing. There you go. And I think for Sayori's it was Austin. I don't remember who the summer one was, but yeah. Oh wait, where are my questions? Here we go. Are you a New Hell City legend?
Undoubtedly.
There you go.
Naturally.
What do you think makes a New Hell City legend?
I would say making a big impact in like a very specific area, because at least from what I've seen, a lot of the I wouldn't say famous because that's a little egotistical, but the more well known members here, they're like they've made a very big impact in like a specific area, like Aragorn, debate,
Mm,
Dio or P, me or of like Iceman, food. So it's things like that where you get really well known for like a specific thing, and so people can recognize you.
that's very good advice, by the way, for folks out there trying to make a name for themselves here. Really hunker down in that
Yeah,
specific
focus on
area.
what you're passionate about and like really lean into that
Yeah,
because people will notice and they will admire that.
that's true. That's true. I would also tag on to that, which is kind of the opposite piece of advice. Also, branch out and see if you don't know what you're good at. Branch out and try shit. Like Swift realizes that she's good at art, and it's happening for her. It's great. Um, who else is a new Hell City legend?
I mean fire, obviously.
Flips hair.
Fire, obviously. Sayori, obviously.
Quick legend
Um,
too.
yeah, like
Love that.
speed run, NASCAR race. Ara, naturally. Um, I'd say Swift. Swift is
Yeah,
a very well known person.
that's true.
Who else? Love and support to you all. If I can't think of you, it's not personal.
To be fair, he can't remember his own stuff. So,
I can't remember my own stuff. I can't remember what I ate for lunch yesterday. It's fine.
can you think of any new Hell City legends in the making? They're not quite there yet, but you see them on the trajectory.
Why do you do this to me? If I'm not looking at them, I can't remember.
You know what? That's fair. I will skip that question because I know you don't know. Finally,
uh,
what are your goals for this year in New Hell City?
I keep saying, oh, I should, share my art more because I am still drawing. I should share my art more. Shut up, you idiot. Um, if I manage to do some gardening, because where I live now, I actually have some yard space. So if I manage to do some gardening, I really want to share that. Um,
Yes, because listen, a new category in the Hellies could be on the horizon. Best plant. No, we can't have that. That's stupid. Or can we?
shut up, Colonel. Shut up.
Share your art more. Best pet rock. Yes, best pet rock. The Hellies are gonna
Yeah,
be so easy.
I am hoping to do some gardening just because I have not had the opportunity up until now. So I want to do that. You know, maybe try and photograph more cooking of some
Yes.
sort or other. We'll see if I get crafty. I'm very tired because I work very hard. But we'll see what the year holds, as soon as things thaw, as soon as it's
Nice.
not fucking sub-zero temperatures
Disgusting.
outside. We'll
Why
see how
did
I feel.
why did you move to the north? So strange.
It's
Um,
human rights.
well,
Human rights.
it's honestly, I would take my human rights away for less snow. That's just me though. Um, anyway, now we get into our next section, which is the fan questions.
Oh, I'm so
So
excited.
everyone, type in your fan questions. Remember, number them. When you get to 6, stop, and because we can't keep CD here all day. He's a busy man.
I am off work. Actually, I have time.
Just tell them you're a
You
busy
don't want to keep
man. Tell them you're a
you,
busy
you
man. I gotta go to the fucking mall.
yeah. You don't want to keep fire here all day. But like I'm chilling.
They normally do. Max says, "What's your favorite color?"
I love um I love turquoise. It's my favorite.
Oh, that really tracks for you. That really
Yeah.
tracks for you. I never knew that, and that really tracks for you.
Yeah, I was a blue child. Like when we were growing up, my sisters were pink and green, and I was blue. So it was always blue. And now that I'm a cultured adult, it's turquoise.
I could see a green for you at some point. I definitely
I
can't
love
see a
green. It's my
pink.
secondary.
You're like the opposite of a pink. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely turquoise makes sense.
So
Um,
turquoise and teal are my top two, but turquoise definitely.
Colonel asked, "Do you play D&D?"
I do. I play it twice a week. I play it with my brains. Not in this server. We have like other dedicated servers for it, but I do. I play it consistently. Ha
Consistently.
ha
He said the name. He said the name.
ha! I did the thing.
Sayori says, "What's something you haven't cooked before you want to try out?" Good question.
Ooh, ooh. Um, I'll just say the one that's most pressing on my mind that I'm planning to do soon is pickled daikon radish. I've been meaning to
Oh,
do that for a while, so I have my daikon in my fridge, so I'm planning to do that.
you better fucking take a picture of that. It's
I'll
not
take
gonna
a
be.
picture for
It's
you.
not gonna be the most photogenic thing in the world, but you're at least gonna. You should at least post it.
I'll
It's
do it and I'll tag you,
it's so
slut.
good. It's so good. It just never like looks good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's oh my god, I could crouch on that all day.
Yeah, it's
So I'm
so
planning to
good.
make some.
Yeah, I will be. Kudos to you if you can make it photogenic. But yeah, those every time I've had it served to me, I'm just like, okay, this. I can see why people think this doesn't look good. Anyway, um, Max asks, "What do you do as a mod?"
I would say these days, most of the time, I'm what's the word? I'm therapizing or hall monitoring.
Yeah,
That's what I do most of the time these days. So I'm redirecting folks, telling them where they can like put things, telling them where they should put things, and then I try to give advice when I have the spoons for it.
yeah, and folks should
I
join
am not a
Modship.
paperwork mod. I'm not a paperwork mod. I can't do
No,
it.
no one is, but me and Sayori, and sometimes Colonel,
Love
sometimes
and
Colonel.
appreciate y'all so much for that.
um, I have paperwork to do after we finish this. Um, Jin asks, "What's your biggest regret in life?" Ooh, hard right turn.
Biggest regret in life so far? Um, I would say wasting 10 years of life experience due to eating disorders. That's probably my biggest regret.
That happens.
I missed a lot. I missed a lot of like my teenagerhood just being like zoned out and kind of disassociated. I don't have a very good memory of those years because of I was like neck deep in eating disorders.
Happens. Happens. Along the years, Sayori asks, "How much did you notice your art changing, if at all?" Oh, great question.
Along which year specifically? Like just the last year?
Which years? I'm assuming she means like 2019 to now, but maybe.
Um, I notice I have noticed that as my art style has evolved, it's gotten a lot more kind of rubbery and fluid, like movement. Um, my bodies are a lot less stiff because I've been trying to work on like the curves of limbs and like action lines, and also I'm gonna tell y'all now, you don't have to use that blur tool that much. You don't have to use that airbrush tool that much. Sharp lines, sharp, crispy shadows, they are not your enemy. So my coloring has become a lot less airbrushed, and I think that's a pretty like common thing that happens with artists, especially digital artists. You always start like blurring things out way too much, and it gets better. So I'd say that.
Luna and R just joined. Say hi to them.
Oh hey to all you new people.
You're
Hey.
getting quite the audience. Let me see. Oh, so Max asked, "Do you RP?" CD, do you RP?
You know, I've never done that a day in my life. Yeah,
Ugh,
yeah. IRP very much, like a lot. IRP a lot.
makes me so sad. Oh, you
I
made so
was
perfect money
for
already.
all of y'all new folks. I used to be very active in the RP district here, but these days I just do it in in D&D in my other servers. So I do a lot of RP in D&D. I do a lot of text based RP in regards to D&D when I'm not playing D&D. But it's all D&D these days.
I will also tell you all that CD had a very cool mob RP called the
Oh
Mob
my
Den, and
god,
it was
you keep
really,
bringing that up.
really good, and it's in the archives right now if you want to go take a look at it. And I desperately wish that it would come back, but I respect his choice, I guess, to I don't know, have a life or something, whatever.
Baby girl, I can't write. I can't write for shit.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
No, I
can.
can't.
Yes, you
My
can.
god.
My God.
Someday, sweetie, if you want to work with me, we could
Yes,
maybe write a story for that and
I would
maybe I'll
love that.
revamp it
I would
someday, all
love
right?
that. Or we could just start with you just playing a side character that literally you and I only. It'll be like you. No one other players will interact with us. It'll just be you and me. And you can play a quick side character. We do it for 20 minutes a week, and that's it. That's all you
He's
have to
trying
do.
so hard to get me back into the RP
I'm making it
district, guys.
so easy for you because you are good at it and you're very creative because I know because you see it in your art. I hate that you're making me be sincere right now. It's disgusting. You know I hate sincerity.
Keep doing it. I love it.
Ugh. All I'm
Summer.
all I'm saying is I think, and this is my opinion, that all creativity is equal. Wait, what am I trying to say? All creativity flows into each other. So if you can make a really emotional storytelling art piece, you can make a really emotional storytelling writing piece.
I mean,
You just have to figure out the way to translate it into the thing. I think the
you'd have
same.
to
Go ahead.
you'd have to ask the folks that I play D&D with whether I play impactful characters or not. What do you guys think? I know a few of you are in here.
I think you need to join. I'm just saying we could do like see Sadburb saying yes. Thank you. Everyone's saying yes. So I'm just saying that you should think about you could come into Sin City, play a barista who comes into work once a day. Just think about it. Don't worry about it. Just think about it.
Maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll go and
Don't
look
commit
in
to
the RP
anything. Just look.
district.
Just look.
Yeah,
Just
because
look.
I have it muted, so I could look at it.
We'll
I
talk
guess.
later.
I'm
Siri
sure we
asked.
will after you get through your other 15 DMs.
God
I
damn it.
see you.
No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Siri says, any other travel plans? See, Siri wants you to join too. Any other travel plans? Which country would you like to visit right now if money wasn't a problem? That's from
If money
Siri.
wasn't a problem, I really want to go and visit my friends in Canada. I really want to go see Toby. I really want to go see Ara, and probably Borvo because he's up there too. So I really want to go up to Canada for a trip. I really want to go to like Ireland, just like kind of travel around Ireland and England because I didn't get to enjoy London while I was up there because it was fucking dark. It was like 7 p.m. by the time I got into London, so I couldn't do anything. So I really want to go to Ireland and London.
Did we talk about Ireland privately? Did you
Did
ask me
we?
about it? Because I just remember
I
I went
I
like a few months
remember
ago.
I remember you mentioned you were thinking about buying property in Ireland, but
Yeah.
that's all I can remember.
Oh yeah, I went. Maybe I didn't take enough pictures. I went and I had an interesting time. I didn't love it.
How was it?
The only thing I didn't like about Ireland is there's a very clear racial disparity there. So like all of
Oh,
the service workers are brown and all of the customers are white, which I was like
that's very
it's
interesting.
it's so noticeable, but I think it's only noticeable if you're like looking for it. So it's just like it was weird to go into every Starbucks and all of them were Brazilian. For some reason there's like a weird thing like Brazilians love to go to Ireland. I don't they like go to live to Ireland. I don't know. You have to ask Siri about
Hmm.
that.
I
But
never knew that.
the racial disparity is weird and then it's like you always feel since you're one of the ones if you go on any of the apps you feel like the Catholic shroud, so like if you go on Grinder, everyone has faceless profiles, like there's no one has a face on their profile, and so
Interesting.
everyone's down low, everyone's like because it's still a very it's weird because it's a community that's not religious but they've been religious for so long
Yeah.
that it's just sat with it's like America. I mean like in America we have the lowest number of people who are registered to a church ever in the history of ever, but we're still a very puritanical society.
Oh, I almost forgot. I also really, really, really want to go to Japan. This is if money was no object. I really
Yes,
want to go to Japan and I really want to go to Portugal only to visit Sayori. That's the only reason I would go to Portugal is to go and visit Sayori.
that would be cute. That'd be cute.
I want to go and meet like I if I want to, I'll do it. I'll like find a way. I will find a way. You can't escape me. I really want to go and visit all my friends.
That would be very cute. That'd be very very cute. Um, let me see. Max asked, "What's your favorite place you've traveled to?"
Ew. Let's see. Um, I really loved Amsterdam. Amsterdam was a lot of fun. The Netherlands in general, because when I was there, we went to like a clog and cheese farm, and then we went to Amsterdam and we had like one of those like boat ride tours and stuff. So I really liked those. I think those were my favorite of the whole trip.
Amsterdam's good. You can live in a boat. It's nice.
It was so funny, like seeing just like houseboats all along both sides of the like the river and like you can see everybody has their windows open, like everybody has their blinds open, so you can see inside the houseboats, you can see inside the apartments because it's like a cultural thing apparently. The
Yeah.
tour
Oh
guide
yeah.
talked to us about it, like
Yeah.
after like the Second World War, when the Nazis were finally defeated, they just stopped blocking out their windows because they had nothing to hide
Yeah. They
anymore.
don't
I thought
close
that
their
was cute.
blinds. You can watch people having sex in their house.
Very intriguing.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed it. That's a good one. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we don't have any more questions. Come on, y'all. Y'all ask some questions. This is a
I
legend
need
we got
to
here. We
trying
only
to read the thing
we only see
as they
the.
go.
Oh yeah, they're just complimenting you, telling you where you should go. Um, and Siri says yes. I love the idea of Hellions linking up. I think y'all should do it more often. It's happened only a few times. It's happened less than I thought it would, but y'all should
Yeah,
start linking up
last year
more.
I went and I saw Burb in person in California for the first time.
Yes, yes, I love
So you
that.
Canadian bitches are next.
Um, Cohen asks, if you did join an RP, what RP would it be? CD would have to know what RPs are in there.
Yeah, I need to be knowing what kind of RPs we have in these days, guys.
RP.
I mean, I know and I trust to some degree. I know and I trust Fire. So if Fire's running something, I am the most opt to trust him as a like a RP runner. But just because I'm familiar with Fire,
There you go.
I don't know.
Sadburb asks, what is your favorite ride at Disneyland? Ooh, left turn.
Ooh, that's hard. That's difficult. Disneyland specifically, Disney World, whichever one it is.
Disneyland is in California. Disney World is in Florida.
Okay. Uh, I'm trying not to sit in silence as I think.
Thank you for creating good radio for us with these noises. This is good.
Verb, do you want to list off what we rode?
Wow, CD, do you
Sorry.
do you know what year it is? Do you know who the president is? My gosh, jeez.
Listen, I'm sorry. I have to make room. I have to make room, and I'm constantly clearing out my cache and history already.
Saburb said I dragged you onto Space Mountain first thing.
Oh, I think Space Mountain was really fun. I remember I really liked the Haunted Mansion one. I really liked the Haunted Mansion one. Even though that was like the worst line that we were in the whole time.
Y'all didn't get a fast pass? Get a fast pass, cut the lines. Oh, you would have known because you would have cut massive lines. You wouldn't have had to deal with lines if you got a fast pass. Apparently y'all tried.
Okay.
But they're a little cost prohibitive, just a little bit. Max asks, would you join Reincarnation Hall?
I don't know what that is, sweetie. I don't know anything about that.
Ara asks, would you rather travel to Canada or Illinois?
Canada, bitch. What do you mean? Wait, Luna lives in Illinois.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm saying this purely because I could go to Illinois to visit a friend only, or I could go to Canada because I want to go to Canada already, and there's friends there, which is like a bonus. So I would rather go to Canada. Luna just needs to go up to Canada at the same time. Two birds, one stone.
Max responded, Reincarnation Hall is my RP where you can play as gods. So you can think about that later. Sayori asks, what are your art plans for this year? Thinking of any element in particular? That's true. You've done fire. You've done electricity, which I keep talking about, but I can't find. You've done... I promise it happened. You've done... I'm considering your first one grass. That's a Pokemon type. That's not really an element. But, you know.
I feel like this is probably going to be disappointing, but it is just it's a fact that a lot of my art these days is directly tied with my D&D because I do a lot of D&D and I don't have a lot of time or energy. So usually it's things that like directly relate to D&D, and like the next big campaign that we're planning, I'm going to be playing Derek, so it's probably going to be more fire. It's probably going to be more flames. I do really love lightning and electricity, so I might be doing more of that. Lightning and electricity and fire are like my faves. Ice and water are less interesting to me.
That's the one.
Oh yeah, I was so proud of that.
That's my fave.
I was really proud of it.
That's my
Even
fave.
though it was like just above a sketch in terms of like how much I worked on it.
That's the one.
Don't look too close to it is what I'm saying.
See, Max hasn't seen your work and is like, wow, that's gorgeous. See, you're introducing
Oh,
yourself
thank
to
you.
a new crop of Hellions.
I will say I have a Twitter and I post most of my art there. If y'all ever want to see what I do, that's where I post my art these days.
So take that art and nominate it here, and we can get CD back in best digital art piece. What's the next question? Oh, Sadburb asks, "What's your favorite food in California, and why was it Din Tai Fung dumplings?"
Oh man. I'm gonna have to say it was that because that was just delicious. I'm such a dim sum whore. I love dim sum, and so we had dim sum, dumplings, like Thai tea. I think it was Thai or was it green tea? I think it was Thai tea. It was all delicious. So that was definitely a highlight.
There you go. Aragorn asked, "Do you want to do a road trip to Saskatchewan one with me instead?"
That's gonna be a long drive, darling. That's gonna be a long drive, darling.
That sounds like a no, Ara.
You want to meet me in Toronto? We can go from there.
There you go. Ara asked, "Do we get more glowies this year, please?"
Mayhaps. Maybe I'll try some glowing. That does remind me. I have been meaning to work on my backlighting skills. That's something I really need to do is backlighting because like a good backlit profile is really sexy. So I need to that's on my list of things that I need to practice. So we'll see what happens.
There you go. All right, final two questions since they're here. Max asks, "What is your favorite kind of thing to draw?"
Hmm. Let's see.
Do you have to taste it before you can answer?
I mean, just judging from what I draw the most, I would say well-dressed men doing action stances. That seems to be like the thing I draw the most. So like you give me like a snappy dressed man, specifically a man, um swinging a weapon, that's probably my favorite thing.
There you go. And finally, Sayori asks, "Favorite cuisine?" As in like Chinese, yeah.
I love Asian. I love Asian food. I love Asian food, and then secondary is Italian, but Asian probably my top fave.
Perfect. There you go. There's your fan question. Do you have a lot of fans, CD?
I'm so happy that people decided to come and hang out. I'm very touched that y'all took the time.
There you go. There you go. All right, there's nothing left to do but do our rapid fire. Are you ready for this?
We
Are you ready?
No, never ready. No.
First thing that comes to your mind, fastest way to say it. Here we go. What are you terrible at?
Having chill.
What are you amazing at?
Uh, being kind and empathetic.
What's your favorite thing to do?
Um, drawing.
What's your least favorite thing to do?
Taxes.
Do I look pretty today?
Absolutely.
Name something you would set on fire.
My tax documents.
Sensing a theme. You have to pack up your stuff today and go live with one Hellion. Who is it?
Oh, it's gonna be Toby.
You have
It's
to
gonna be Toby.
you have to switch lives and bodies with one Hellion for a day. Who is it?
I want to switch bodies and lives with you so I can go and I can make a mess of your place.
How dare? Which Hellion would you want to cook for you?
Ooh. Iceman. I want to taste some of Iceman's food.
You have to commission a portrait of yourself. Which Hellion do you hire to draw you?
Burr, because she has drawn me before and it always looks good.
You're commissioning someone in New Hell City to write the story of your life. Who do you get to ghostwrite?
I'm gonna say you because I feel like you would write me with a lot of lavish stuff, and I want that.
Okay. Which Hellions are you taking on your zombie apocalypse team?
That one probably hasn't changed very much since last time. Ara, because obviously. Toby, because obviously. Burb, obvious. Um, mm, Sayori.
Okay. What is your favorite word?
Bastard.
What's your least favorite word?
Cunt.
Why are video games so hard?
Hand-eye coordination.
Why is anime so confusing?
Um, Fan service.
What is something you're obsessed with that everyone should be obsessed with too?
Currently, Has Been Hotel. Y'all should watch Has Been Hotel. It's my current hyperfixation. Y'all should watch Has Been Hotel.
What noise or sound do you love?
Redacted.
Oh, what noise or sound do you hate?
Um, the sound, specifically the sound of the automated secretary of FedEx on the phone.
Mm. What is your favorite curse word?
Bastard. I
That's
love
it.
bastard. I
Um,
love it so much.
what turns you on? You can take that question however you want.
A British accent, bitch.
What turns you off?
Um, Religion.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Um, um, If I keep saying I can take more time to think. Uh, One other than my own. So what I am right now is a baker. Uh, Illustrator.
What profession would you absolutely not like to attempt?
I do not want to work in IT, bitch. I can't do it.
And finally, when you get to hell, what would you like Satan to say to you when you arrive at the fiery gates?
Let me take you to your room so you can take a nap.
Perfect. Perfect. CD, you are a bona fide Hellion legend, New Hell City legend. Everyone is obsessed with you, as illustrated by this chat right now. You are a icon, a legend, a star, and many, many more great things will be happening to you. And you live close to me now, which is weird. So we should hook up. And by hook up, I mean hook up. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you want to pay for lunch, then hell yeah,
Oh,
I'll take the train.
if I'm paying you, we're doing a lot more than lunch. I'll tell you that much. A lot
I'm sure it's
more.
gonna be super disappointing for you. I'll have a great time.
Okay. Congratulations on everything, CD. We're excited to see what you do this year and what you share with us. And where can the kids find you? Should they DM you? Should they not even bother? Should they ask you for
I
advice?
mean, I will say, as much as I am a bit less active around here as far as talking goes, I am actually usually here watching. So I'm here watching. So if you at me in hell, I'll reply. If you DM me on Discord, I will reply. If you want to follow me on Twitter at NerdPop, I post my art there sometimes. I do it every once in a while and I post a whole bunch of shit at once.
There you go. Um, what else is there to say? I guess just tell the kids bye. I guess.
Yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for participating. It's always good to catch up.
Bye.